name is Josh Bardsley, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story now about me and Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad and I think 13 or 14 other books. World famous author wife as well, New York Times bestsellers for a number of years. So it all starts when I was 19 years old. I managed to wangle my way onto the crew for Robert's £2,000 weekend event. I really wanted to go to it, but I couldn't afford it, so I decided to work 3 17-hour days in a row being crew member. I obviously at 19 with no crew experience was down at the bottom of the crew sort of list, and being a mic runner. So I stood at the front of the stage about half an hour before the event started, so the room was empty pretty much still, but Robert Kiyosaki was on stage. He was doing his notes, drawing his cash flow quadrants, getting everything ready, and I just remember stood there starstruck thinking, this is my hero. I'm a 19-year-old, entrepreneur, reading books and going to events all the time and seeing all these people. I was just, starstruck. I got a tap on the shoulder by his assistant who said, the stage manager has fallen sick, could you do it? I immediately said yes. I had no experience in stage management, no experience in event management, but I immediately said yes because I thought instincts just said yes. I told you I was at the bottom of the crew. It didn't really matter actually because everyone was just running around going mad, so I actually genuinely got put as Robert's stage manager with no real previous event management experience. Didn't tell anyone else that, but just held my game face, held my confidence face, and ended up half an hour later being stood with a mic, 2,000 people there, Mr. Kiyosaki on stage thinking, if anything goes wrong, I've got to get up on that stage and fix it in front of 2,000 people. Now Murphy's Law, Mr. Kiyosaki's mic's break, and I had to run on stage, try and fix it. I remember just being up on there, staring Robert in the face, trying to fix his mic, looking at 2,000 people there, just thinking, what is happening? Looking at the tech guy thinking, come and help me please. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing with this mic. Thankfully, it all worked out, and the rest of the weekend went relatively swimmingly. I had to move some chairs about on stage as well because one of them broke, but it all went relatively swimmingly. And I ended up getting to spend a lot of one-on-one time with Robert and Kim. And I got to talk to them about me and talked about my experience, talked about their experiences, asked them questions, and it all came from stepping out of my comfort zone and just going for it and just following my instincts. I know some people may not agree with what I did, but it was an amazing experience for me. I learned a lot and I managed to spend time with my heroes. And that's kind of the story. The moral of the story is to go and get uncomfortable. So the reason why I told you that story is because we've started a new page called The Entrepreneur Stories Above You. Please head to that stories. We want to hear your motivation, your pain, your successes, your trials, tribulations, everything that you've had in your business journey and your entrepreneurial journey, whether you're a startup, whether you're uber successful, whether you're in the middle, whether you haven't even started yet but you still have something you want to get out and tell us about what you've done so far. Get sharing. It's all about value. It's nothing to do with commercialization. It's just purely to do with we want to hear what you've got to say. People want to hear what you've got to say. So give us a thumbs up, get it subscribed to, get it liked, and share your stuff.